story of Elk Shape is really, in a sense, it's my way of life. And I fell in love with bow hunting when I was about 20 years old. I harvested my first elk with a rifle. Basically, my dad and I were deer scouting, and I just got out of high school, and fall sports and all that stuff got me away from hunting. So I did it when I was 12 and 13. So as soon as I graduated high school, I wanted to get back into hunting. I just had really good memories with my dad, and we were out scouting for deer on public ground, and we found some elk, and we checked out the regs, and we had an elk season coming up for rifle, and so we bought tags and we went out there. And I remember that day we were listening to like one of the very first Primos elk calling tapes, cassette, old school, on the way there, and we bought these calls, and we ended up getting a bull, called the bull in late October, and I shot it about 20 yards with the rifle. And when I realized how much meat you could get off an elk and how good the meat was and how much bigger the horns were and what a majestic animal, I was like, I gotta check this archery thing out. So I started watching videos of guys archery elk hunting, and these were VHS videos. I was like, I gotta do this. So I just went down to like the local archery shop, and I think it was in Deer Park, Washington, and I bought I think a Martin Pantera or something. I bought a bow from Martin and started shooting that year, and I got hooked. And I started elk hunting, and my uncle took me in Idaho, and I remember my very first elk hunt, and bulls were bugling, and I'd never hiked so much in my life, and something happened to me. I changed, where this was my new passion, and I went all in. My personality is all or nothing, and that's kind of what Elk Shape's all about. It's having that all or nothing approach for success in the field, but also maintaining a balance with family and friends and relationships. And so every day I have a different work schedule than most people. I'm self-employed, I run a gym. I have the luxury of teaching and basically choosing my hours. And at the gym, most of the people work out after work. So I try to work evenings. I don't have a normal dinner time with family at 6. I'm at the gym coaching, instructing. And that's okay, because we kind of flip that, where mornings are way more chill at my house. We wake up, I get up before the kids, and I get emails done. My wife trains before they get up. And we usually meet up and have breakfast with the family, and that's really important. So that's our dinner time. And we hang out, and I'm real low key. I can get work done. I can talk to my wife. I can play with my daughter, or just hang out with her on the couch, hold my son, or it's really cool. Good stuff in the mornings. And then I come to the archery range before I lift. I like to shoot before I lift, because training the way I do it is very intense, and it would be very difficult to hold your bow steady after doing a workout CrossFit style. So I live close, 5 miles away from like the best archery range ever. It's got a full 16 course 3D targets. The guys in the pro shop are awesome. They help me tune my bow, and they treat me right. And so I usually shoot for a few hours, perfect practice, different shot angles on 3D targets. It's awesome. Then we go to the gym, and I have awesome workout partners. We train for a couple hours. We do strength, we do accessory work, we do conditioning pieces, we do CrossFit. It's constantly varied variety, functional movements, high intensity. It more than enough works for preparing you for the mountains. And it's so daunting physically that mentally you get dividend as far as overcoming pain, overcoming that burn, overcoming fatigue. In the gym helps me build confidence for out on the mountains, and I've never found any training program that can do that besides CrossFit. And I'm biased because I own a CrossFit, and that's my livelihood, but I'm really bought in and sold. And I'm the first one to tell you, if I can find something better, I'll switch. But for 10 years now, I've been doing CrossFit, and I love it. Same thing with bow hunting. I haven't found anything that just tests me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's not a haphazard sport where you can just kind of pick your bow up a week before the season and fling some sticks and call it good. For me, it's a way of life. It's shooting year round. It's constantly trying to find better equipment, better technique, trying to become a better archer, being a student of the lifestyle. And bow hunting's so hard. There's so much adversity. You're in the mountains. It's got solitude. Nowhere else on this world do I feel so small and insignificant, which is great for me. I need that humility, get closer to God, get closer to His creation, His animals, hunting for food, sustainability with the meat in the freezer for the family. And now I have 2 children and my wife to feed, and it's organic. It's so perfect. It parallels our lifestyle of eating healthy and eating off the land and avoiding processed foods, and being a part of the process of getting your meat versus just going to the store without another thought in the world that this animal lived and died so you can eat it. Whereas I have a connection with the meat that I eat. I know where it lived. I know where it came from. I have respect for it. I have to go to its home field to get it on his turf. It's indescribable. It's what bow hunting has done for me as a person. It's made me more disciplined. It's made me mentally stronger, and it's made me work harder. And that extends itself to all facets of life. And so Elk Shape for me is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle of being there for your family, being a provider, being physically fit so you can see your kids grow up, being a leader, and taking control of your life and control what you can control. And that's what you eat, that's how you train, that's how you sleep, that's how you recover, it's how you shoot, it's how you study. It encompasses a holistic approach, top to bottom. And where the lines blur between fitness and hunting, that's Elk Shape, where you do it all. And that's what I'm passionate about.